Can you react to Kelsky's video? I hate myself for not playing the finals sooner. I feel like I've watched stuff on the finals before and I was like, I don't know. But it's 52 minutes. Wait, hold up. Brother. Wait, hang on. But someone linked this. So someone in chat was telling me I should watch this, but someone linked this a couple days ago and said, very high production value video that makes it really hard to not want to play the game and has a section that goes over the concerns Flats raised about AI voices when reacting to Andy IRL's video about the finals generational comeback 4 months ago. Tell you what, I will watch this in a little bit. All right, I want to play at least a few games of Rivals and then I'll watch it later. Okay?
One eternity later.
All right, so we're gonna play some ZZZ today, but before I do, I made a note to Retro like a week ago, and I completely just kept kicking this can down the further down the road. But someone came into my chat like a fucking week ago and was like, "Hey Flats, have you seen the new finals video from this creator Kelsky?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "I know you've watched final stuff in the past, and you're pretty critical of the game from previous stuff. Like a lot has changed. Would you be willing to watch it?" And I was like, "Fuck it, I'm down. I'm down to watch it." But like, I told him I'd watch it at the end of stream, and then I ended up having to leave right at the end of stream. Something came up. And then the next couple days, I was really busy. I didn't have time. So here's me finally making good on my word of watching it. It's also 52 minutes, so I didn't know when I was gonna have time to watch it because it's so fucking long. So let's see. I hate myself for not playing the finals sooner. Let's go in, see what's going on.
2016. This is the year that Overwatch 1 released.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, don't jump scare me. I just started, okay? Listen, I just got over Overwatch stuff for the day. All right? Brother, I just got over it, okay? They sent me a fucking Nerf gun, and I got in fights on Twitter, okay? I just talked about Overwatch for like 20 fucking minutes. I thought we were changing topics. Okay, sorry.
Upon the world, vastly changing the online gaming landscape, for better or worse. It was a trendsetter, the next step in multiplayer gaming.
Can one of you idiots actually do something? Because I seem to be the only one actually doing something.
It was so good.
Of course it was a Genji player. Chat, that person right there, that kid who was screaming on Genji is now 22 years old, graduating college. Overwatch. That was a Seagull watcher.
And then went on to be the template for every single video game ever. Some people like to say Fortnite ruined multiplayer gaming, but in my opinion, the hero shooter bulging mass that's been clinging to modern gaming is far more lethal. Every game has heroes now. I don't care if your specific franchise.
That's actually such an interesting take. You know, I can't even necessarily disagree with it, but the actual true hero shooter experience, like Overwatch and Rivals, I feel like not that many people actually like those games. Like comparison to like the big tactical shooters, big battle royales, like it's kind of like a B tier game versus an A tier, or maybe an A tier game versus an S tier. It's like always like a step behind because they're really hard and there's a lot of team play and your individual impact isn't always that impactful. But yeah, holy shit. Never thought about that. That's actually, you know what? I don't even disagree.
I'm tired of games trying to force feed you random characters with quirky personality types.
I mean, Siege came first.
I'm ready. Oh, I climbed Everest. It's been all downhill from there. You get it?
I'm tired of seeing clones running around in-game, fighting people that are identical to you. It's gotten stale. Even Bungie, the studio behind Halo and Destiny, games with modular, in-depth personal character customization, has succumbed to the hero shooter trend.
Everything is breakable.
I feel like this game is gonna get so cooked when it finally comes out. Unless they like fully revamp it over.
My God, brother, I'm going to Killbind. Just take me. Just take me already. Look, it's no secret that the gaming industry, more specifically PvP shooter games, have gone creatively bankrupt.
Chat. Isn't this the most insane screenshot? Call of Duty Black Ops 7. We're on the 7th Black Ops.
Ago now. We've been playing the same formula for so long. These are the currently most viewed games on Twitch. Now isolate all the PvP shooter games. These are those games' release dates. It is time for a new
Dude. Okay, listen, I'm not even in, like, we're not even 2 minutes in, and I'm sorry for pausing so much already, but I'm already, like, so in. Like, this guy knows his shit, and I respect the fuck out of it already. Because, like, this is true. And this is something I've been saying with you guys for a long time is, like, Except this one, obviously, Rival's a little bit different. But like everyone just goes back to whatever comfort game they have, you know? And I think there's many reasons for it. Wait, what's this one? Hunt the Showdown. The fuck?
BP shooter games. These are those games release dates.
But yeah,
it is
dude,
time for a new backpack, my guy.
Everyone just goes back to the same shit.
New FPS games that are coming out are still just the same formula with gimmicks. Fragpunk is just Valorant with extra steps, which is already Counter-Strike with extra steps. Splitgate 2 is now just a hero shooter with portals. X-Defiant was, rest in peace, literally just a Call of Duty hero shooter with...
I think X-Defiant needed to last another 6 months and they would have been okay because the COD cycle fell apart within a month.
Ultimates. Star Wars has a hero shooter. Marathon is just hero shooter Tarkov with the most generic abilities you could probably imagine. Concord is... Concord. Even Battlefield could not help themselves and turned it into a hero shooter. The bulging mass consumes all.
Wait, I don't know if I'd say Battlefield's a hero shooter. Come on now, that's a oh, actually the old one maybe, but the new one's not. It's back to the old class system, right?
There is a game out there that breaks that.
2042 was. Oh, I think I played 2042 when it first came out. I think I had a sponsor stream. I played it once. It was ass, and I never touched it again.
Mold. That does something completely.
So my bad. I didn't remember that one.
So much so that it's hard to even classify it amongst the currently defined genres. A game that has gone under the radar for over a year, and a game I genuinely hate myself for not playing sooner. The game we finally needed.
That was a good opening. I'll give it credit. A good way to set the scene.
It's coming down. Is it turn 360? What in the dick? How did he fucking get up here? There's more.
I think he hit him with about 900 bullets. Holy shit.
Nice. Let's go, dude. You're crazy. You're fucking crazy.
I will say the gunplay, the gameplay looks much more unique than when I last played it because it was always like this. It was just like the same few sets of guns. Granted, obviously that's a compilation, just a bunch of clips, but it does look.
This video is
a little bit different. That said, the only thing to me right away, which granted we're gonna let the whole thing play out, is like sometimes like it looks a little overwhelming. You know, where just like there's so many fucking things exploding and flashing and just like shit all over the place. But yeah.
Now, what you just saw may seem daunting, and that's totally understandable. Humans tend to be afraid of what they don't understand. So allow me to try and take all of this chaos on screen, condense it down nice and small, chop it up into bite-sized pieces, and feed it to you. Now, open up wide. Here comes the ground pound.
Interesting.
The Finals is a new franchise created by Embark Studios, a company who was made up of ex-DICE employees. And trust me, you can tell.
I can't hear the entire thing's coming down. What the fuck? God. This is what we wanted. Blowing so much shit up. Yeah, these are Battlefield devs, all right?
Founded by Patrick Soderlund back in 2018, he and roughly 80 developers left EA to pave their own path. Genius minds behind classics like Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Mirror's Edge, some of the best FPS titles in gaming history.
So you reckon that the rainbow sprinkles are the way forward?
Battlefield Bad Company 2 is fire.
Then you get the different text.
Just shut up. Breach that door.
Supplement.
Okay.
Deliver us.
According to an interview with a co-founder of Embark Studios, Rob Brunison, they actually weren't even planning on making another FPS game ever again. But humans are creatures of habits, okay? We can't help but scratch that itch sometimes. Embark talked about how bored they were with the modern FPS genre. No one was trying new things. Everyone was copying each other's homework, creating an eventual loop where a lot of games all just kind of started meshing together into a gray blob, looking and playing the same way.
That is fair.
So we took 6 people, put them on the 6th floor, and we worked for 6 months. Oh, okay. So these guys are just making deals with devils to summon this masterpiece. Honestly, respect. After many lambs sacrificed, Embark finally landed on a clear vision of what they wanted to make. Something that gave them, quote, goosebumps. And something they truly thought pushed the FPS genre forward, and they were absolutely right.
Coming back up.
It definitely was very different.
The Finals is the most refreshing, exhilarating, unique, butthole-clenching game I've played in the past decade. From its revolutionary destruction physics, to its class system, its combat mechanics, customization, monetization model, innovative modes, level design, sound design, I'm going to be covering all of that in this video. It is
I now see why it's
easily
52 minutes
one of
long.
the best FPS out right now, and no one is playing it.
Your game will now surely die.
Season 7 just came out, so it's going through like a little mini resurgence, just on the cusp of the true comeback it deserves, and deserve it does.
So, I said this previously, I'm going to reiterate it now before we get into the meat of things. It's extremely difficult for a game to have a big revival like this, and when it does, it's rare for it to keep it, right? Not saying it shouldn't. We haven't got into anything, right? So that's why I'm saying it now before we get there. That being said, for a game like this, it's really hard to do. It really is hard to do. Battlefield 2 is a good example, I think, of like, or Battlefront 2 is like one of those examples I think of as like have a mini resurgence. But I don't even know, it didn't have like a crazy mainstream resurgence, but it was definitely a good resurgence. And unfortunately, first impressions really do matter, and it's really hard to shake those. I think if games had the answer on how to shake off those first impressions, they would all do it. But that's a hard question to answer. So I want to keep that in mind as we go through the entire thing.
Honestly, I think the main reason people aren't playing is that they either don't understand what this game is even about, or they don't even know it exists at all. It has been absolutely slept on, and I'm here to wake you the f*** up.
Nice. I'm getting the rafters. Nice. Get these fucking barrels out of here. Get these barrels out of here. I'm juggling. Oh my god. I'm juggling.
It's crazy to think this game only came out less than 2 years ago. Like, it was 1 month away from
Wait, it's
being
been
a
2 years
2024
now?
game. Time is simultaneously going so fast, but also so slow. Now, it's going to be very difficult to describe this game because The Finals is kind of its own invented genre, and I seriously mean that. On a surface level, it may look kind of generic. It has some elements you might recognize. Revive mechanics, defending objectives, some equipment functions you might have seen elsewhere. But it's how all of this game's mechanics blend together to form its gameplay loop that makes it something truly special, to the point where there is quite literally nothing else like it.
Dude, this is a crazy cash out location. What? Wait, oh my god, it's coming down.
You're crushed.
The entire floor, dude.
Damn.
I went all the way down.
Fat ass went straight through the fucking building, bro.
Well, now what? Oh.
I can't see!
Damn it, bro. Hitting the wall. Blind people.
2-piece, was it years of work? Bro, what in the actual is happening? Dude, that time to kill is crazy.
Interaction, dude.
Your teammate was doing...
Was he gonna get it? Oh my god!
My teammate came in.
Crazy!
At its most basic description, The Finals is a class-based, objective-oriented virtual game show FPS, where teams of 3 players compete against one another by fighting over money vaults that, once unlocked, must be carried to various cash-out points across the many expansive arenas.
God damn, this map is so pretty, dude.
Once a cash out is initiated by placing the vault inside, you must defend it until the process is completed. You do not get a penny until this timer finishes, which you can see at these 2 points.
Yeah,
enemy teams
you can steal it right at the end too, right?
Cash out box at any point during this timer. Keyword try, which also means you too can steal a cash out started by another team and they can try stopping you. Keyword try. Stealing the cash out does not reset its countdown timer. So that means if you can come in and steal a cash out in the final microsecond.
Yo, holy shit, thank you for 1,000 bits. I appreciate it, dude. Okay, let's continue where we left off. We got a long way to go.
I'm gonna get it!
Nice. Get the Gamer Source Cup? Yo.
Oh, that guy's
tweaking. Hey, hope you like it. Much love.
No, I don't care. Got it. Let's go.
You get all of that glory, money, and a hit of dopamine to your brain that can only be described as digital cocaine. Completing cash outs earns you money, which is basically your team's score. You also get money for killing other players,
got one,
initiating objectives, and stealing objectives. The top two teams with the most cash progress to the next round, while the bottom two teams are considered poor losers who got their funny up and not their money up. You continue this process, moving up the tournament bracket until you reach the first place position. So essentially, capture box, escort box, defend box, profit. Okay, cool. Now that you have the basics down, it's time to strap in because this is where we start off-roading this bitch into a fully destructible building.
I got him. I just ran his ass over. Group grenade what, bitch?
Now, there are so many layers of gameplay mechanics at work here, but let's start off with the stuff that's easiest to understand. You. That's right, you, sitting on the toilet right now. Better watch those hands, you sicko. Let's talk about your character.
That's me!
He's got the fit.
That's me! I made it on the big screen, Mom.
The finals does not have preset heroes with predetermined kits, but instead, 3 different class types to create your own builds with. You have Heavy, Medium, and Hitler Enthusiasts. Each class has different base stats, like your health bar size, physical size, base movement speed, and strength. Okay, fairly straightforward so far. They have their own ensemble of unique weapons, equipment, and specializations that you get to choose from, allowing for play styles that are offensive, defensive, or both.
Where have I seen that before?
You see that? Yeah. I cooked him, dude.
Some generic stuff like grenades and mines can be universal to all the classes.
Throwing flashbang.
That's a flash. I know you can't see anything. I know you lost.
But for the most part, every class feels prominently
I remember when that was like the little meta in the beginning, running around just fucking heel-botting someone, and they're fucking running around with a heavy, just throwing barrels and shit.
Play.
My goodness.
Go cash out B. Oh shit.
It's like mercy pocketing. The movement does look insane. I will say, I think that is probably one of the bigger mitigating factors is like people see a clip like that right there. I'm not saying every clip's going to be like that, of course. Like that was obviously something small, but a lot of like casual players, I don't think like super heavy movement games. Good example would be like Titanfall 2. Even though Titanfall 2 is a beloved game, personally, I haven't played it. But I know lots of people like, I remember seeing old clips of like the insane movement you could be able to do in that game. Even though it's peak and people love it, for some reason, like extreme movement shooters never really hold more than a really niche audience. There's theories I could come up with on the spot, right? Like, for example, console gamers are probably going to be at a bit of a disadvantage in those, right? Because the high-speed turning, high-speed movement is a lot harder on a controller and a joystick, and controllers or gamers on console are a massive part of the gaming community. That's why Splitgate died. Yeah, Splitgate went back into beta because, well, actually, that's not true. There's a lot of reasons why Splitgate probably went back into beta, but like, movement potentially was one of them, right? So yeah, a little much after the 9 to 5. They also like a lot of people like they're used to like Call of Duty speed, you know?
So hard.
Even a game like Overwatch or Rivals for a lot of people is too fast.
My God.
And this cranked on 11.
Reduced to atoms.
Trust me, if you spend a couple hours playing lights, you know, moving fast, eating ass, all that jazz, and then switch to heavy,
wait, you leaving me behind?
You're gonna feel like you just got soul swapped with a human from the WALL-E movie.
I'm not, your fat ass keeps doing that shit, dude.
I keep knocking it over.
While certain classes might be better at certain playstyles, they all have equipment that can either enhance their strengths or help make up for some of their weaknesses.
Can jump that far. Oh my God, the goo just saved me.
That is actually cool. Holy shit, that's actually a cool mechanic right there. Oh, that's badass. Oh, that's fucking sick.
Never reliable cum sphere.
So, just because you're, say, a heavy player, insanely based by the way, you aren't destined to just be a bullet sponge wall for your team. What, you think because you're a big guy you can't fight back? You got all that mass, baby, use it.
Double kill.
Oh my god, pancaked.
Now, there is so much gear in this game that I could spend an entire video in itself breaking
it
down
looks,
all three classes.
I think it's kind of
so I'll
daunting,
keep
but
it
it's
on
cool at
briefer
the same
side.
time.
Let's start with the light class. Whew, okay, that's enough of that. Let's move on. In the first corner, the walking refrigerators. We got heavies. Heavies are the tanks, with thick health pools to match even thicker cheeks.
I can see my bottom cheek through the skirt, like the back. Blue so big I can see it from the
Where
front.
are you looking?
Their
I don't see
firearms
shit.
typically do the least amount of damage to balance out their sponginess. But I don't mean they still can't kill, okay?
Mediums half, mediums half. Pushing your back right now.
Oh my god.
Their heavier hitting tools like the sledgehammer is slow, yeah, but when they overhead swing, that shit hits so hard your ancestors feel it. They also got access to the big boy stuff like RPGs and miniguns, with enough firepower to not only destroy other contestants, but the environment around them.
Dude, I'm shredding.
That actually does look pretty badass. I'm not gonna
We'll
lie.
touch on destruction a little later though, don't worry. They are very good at being the team's anchor, locking down specific points with both their bodies and their gadgets.
Does shielding actually feel good in this game though?
Don't let him
I
res.
feel like it wouldn't.
Another one?
You know?
They typically have tools that either emphasize their defense, such as various shields, or have gadgets that help make up for their lack of mobility.
God, I love this game, dude.
Including a wench claw to help close distance.
Get over here! Got one.
Oh god, I'm having flashbacks. What the f was
Lobby,
that?
That shit was so far.
Oh
Where
no.
you going? Oh, you're stuck, aren't you?
Then you got my personal favorite, the goo gun. A gun that lets you fire out filled plushie jars, letting you
That is
add
cool.
mass to the environment to block up passages, give you on-the-fly cover, or any other strategic reasons you might have.
Bro, make a sky fort.
Alright then.
Was it unlimited ammo?
Limit?
That is a good question. I want to see. This is so stupid. Oh, there's a vertical limit. I'm at the max.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm at the max.
Oh.
And when all else fails, a heavy's greatest weapon isn't any firearm or melee tool. No, no. A heavy's greatest weapon is the heavy itself. In the next corner, we have your Swiss Army knives. Mediums.
Okay.
Mediums are so incredibly normal. Average health, average speed, average damage output.
Holy f that took 9 years.
They're your jack of all trades, master of none.
It's off.
I got you.
Oh my god.
That's right. Get you a man who can do both.
Their firearms can do pretty good damage if you can land your shots. With access to your basics like the good old AK and SCAR, their specialty is all about utility.
I think I remember specifically wanting to play heavy, but I didn't like the guns for heavy, and I wanted to play the medium guns. I remember that being like a slight turnoff at the time.
Most
I understand that's by
gadgets among
design,
the
but
classes.
small thing to
Springy
note.
bounce pads, flexible zip lines,
That's right. The boys ride for free.
machine gun turrets. Turrets, by the way, they can be placed on any surface because why not?
Oh my god, me and Terry double teaming right now. It's beautiful. Good jump out again. Oh my god.
I just got
Yeah, CCK is really one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait. Is Terry still fighting?
I don't think he gets the res though.
Maybe? Oh, my turret coming in clutch, man. Oh, he got a kill.
Oh, he got it. He got
He
it.
got a double kill. That's my boy.
For the record, I call him Terry because that's what I call the turrets in my Half-Life playthroughs, but apparently that's just his actual canon name?
Wait,
Live footage
what?
of Embark Studios, ladies and gentlemen. Mediums are the ones that keep you going in the fight with their healing beam and extremely supportive ass labs. They're the only class with defibrillators, getting you back
You know, you would
up
think that's the
quickly in
light
heat of
class that
battle.
would have the defibrillators. But
Now, the recent season did give a healing option
Makes
for
sense.
the other two classes, but they function
Oh.
entirely different, are better for more specific scenarios, and still don't really
Wait, that's a
match
cool
the
looking heal gun.
consistent raw healing that Medium provides. But their greatest strength is their ability to be masters at bending the environment to their will.
so is there passive healing, or did your health only go up from healing?
Res off. Got him.
And there is no better example of that than the dematerializer. This is a specialization that lets you toggle
There's a passive,
off
but has a delay.
and
Okay, that's all I was
on
wondering.
pieces of the environment.
Wait,
like you're
what?
in a goddamn Fortnite build battle. You get 3 charges that are on cooldowns. Chunks that are dematerialized can be seen and shot through, as well as being traversable. And my dear Keltown residents, when you fully learn how this gadget works,
Got him. Oh my god, dude, DMAT, it just fucks with their head so hard.
your third eye is opened, and you just see this game in a completely different light.
That looks cool as shit to me, but fucking scary as shit to, like, I would feel like the average player. Because imagine you're just fucking having a good time and some movement demon slides past you and fucking takes the walls down, fucking kills someone and then puts the walls back up. I don't know if you put them back up after. Hey, I'm in this video. Where are you in this video? That does look cool as shit, though.
I got him. Oh my god, I dropped his ass.
You can put them back.
I love doing that to people.
I mean, that's okay. Like, real talk, that's probably like if you are not a Fortnite player these days, right? I feel like if you play regular Fortnite, no build, you just fucking, like if you've never played Fortnite, you went to Fortnite today and tried to play build Fortnite, I feel like you'd have a horrible time. Me and Kelsky played a lot. I'm a part of his squad. Oh, that's actually cool.
I fucking love that.
Last.
That looks daunting.
We have
not gonna lie.
Lights. Alright, okay, look, it's fun to bash lights, but I admit I also engage in a little bit of tomfoolery myself, maybe.
Oh my god, dude, the gun just does so much damage.
Nice, they're going left.
Dude.
Nice.
I think I see why people play this class now.
Light class is your Gen Alpha Zoom YY slide cancel class. Yeah, you see how I flicked to the side?
I'm in this game too. I'm one of the people that died in the game.
They got
Okay.
the fastest base movement speed.
All right,
as well
chat,
as
type 1 if you're in the
hardest
video.
hitting weapons. However, they are extremely squishy. Like, if you sneeze hard enough in a light's direction, they'll probably die. But that's only if you can hit them in the first place.
Oh, lights, one shot.
Yeah,
the lights are
that right there is, I think, one of the biggest reasons why you probably would struggle outside of a really niche, high skill movement loving community, like more casual consoles. I mean, is the finals on console? I actually don't know. That right there is almost a picture perfect clip. It is. It's console popular, really. Well, hang on. More popular than it is on Steam by a lot? I don't know about that. I feel like people just make shit up when it comes to console because like nobody has the numbers for it. Does it like we don't have the numbers? How do you have the numbers on console? We don't have the numbers for console for like any game. A lot of that stuff is closely guarded secrets for most games. The devs tell us on Discord. Oh, that's actually fucking cool. They tell you? Wait, that's sick. So do you know how much bigger it is on console? While we have you for a sec, do we know how much bigger it is on console than it is on PC? Just as wondering. He said 3x. There's no way it's 3x the size. Really? A lot, like 2 to 3 times. No shit. That's crazy to me because everything I've learned in my time gaming, especially with heavy movement shooters, tells me that like console especially does not do well with heavy movement shooters. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind for the rest of the video.
The movement. I was shooting that man's after image. Holy.
Most of their kit enhances their evasive skills in order to survive in fights. They have access to air dashing, allowing for multiple quick bursts of speed in any direction, like they're playing Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Ah, shit, you got the res off. Hey, yo, watch this. Oh, I'm over here.
Grapple hooks to swing around the environment with ease for quick
Holy
escapes or quick attacks. If movement abilities aren't really your style, invisibility bombs and cloaking devices help you get the jump on other contestants. Move like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Is that like full invis or is it just kind of like
wasps, you know, everyone hates wasps. And like wasps,
Halo.
they deserve to have their homes torched
Type.
into ashes. Except when I play light, then it's okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was so dumb.
Now, every class typically has a specific weapon category that's unique to them. Battlefield, you hear that? Battlefield? Lights get your fast-firing SMGs. Mediums get your standard issue assault rifles. And heavies get the big machine guns with the big ammo counts. Despite that though, classes can have like specialized weapons in the same category.
Oh, slug rounds, baby.
For example, the handgun category, pistols. All three classes technically have a pistol option, but they are all vastly different and fit their respective roles. Light's pistol is a silenced, fast-firing assassin tool. Medium's pistol is a heavier-hitting revolver. And the Heavy's pistol is in the form of akimbo 50 cal Desert Eagles, blasting them.
Did the old Heavy pistol used to be the revolver? I feel like it used to be.
Like Danny DeVito. This allows for every class a bit more flexibility in what they can have for their weapon choice while still retaining their identity with class-specific weapons. Battlefield, are you listening? And they all fit so perfectly with the class they're paired with. They all just make sense.
Heavy didn't have pistol until Deagle.
And most of all,
that would make sense then, because I never played light. I only played medium and I played heavy. So if I didn't have a pistol, that explains why I don't remember it.
The weaponry feels unique. All of the weapons truly feel distinct in their own ways. This isn't the kind of game where you have 10 rifles that are basically just reskins. No, none of that. The difference between shooting an AK to a SCAR to an M60, etc. can be felt in damage output, recoil, ammo capacity. Then you have the really wacky shit like dual blades that you can deflect bullets with.
You literally shoot a machine gun into your face.
You fucking moron.
Nice.
Throwing knives with alternative fire modes, to a bow and arrow, to breaking news. Government officials have recently discovered that sex offenders are secretly using the CL-40 grenade launcher as a way to identify themselves to other delinquents. Please report anyone using this weapon to your local authorities. Back to you, Kelsky. Oh my god, thank you, Kelsky, for that important information. I will definitely be looking out for those predators. Look, I've been seeing a lot of CL-40 hate online, and you know me personally, I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, there's someone. I'm Kuda.
Oh my god. Oh my
Wait, it fires multiple?
Look, it's not that bad, unless you're a light player, because you have the health pool of an ant. If you're a medium or a heavy, you can fight against it.
Ain't no way that's a CL-40. Nah, we're gonna win this. We're gonna win this.
Jill's dead.
Where's the heavy at? I fucking hate these guys, dude.
You probably left.
Yeah, the heavy did dip. Here, you guys go for the vault real quick. I think I can take him.
I got it.
Yeah, he's here. Oh, they're both here. They're both here.
1 HP.
I'm just gonna
that was
objective
clean.
it.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna play it like that.
Got one.
That was pretty clean.
Bro, fuck these guys, man. Got him. Eat my dick.
Oh, that was clean, actually.
Eat it.
And there are gadgets like trophy systems to directly counter it. There are many types of gadgets to play with, actually. From fire grenades, gas mines, proximity sensors, etc. There are even interactions between materials. For example, fire can burn away goo walls to break down defenses.
What the hell? I'm gonna die.
Can you shoot it down
It can combust
too,
gas
or no?
in the area to completely evaporate it. It can spread around if nature itself is ignited.
That. Oh my lord.
Oh my god.
What is going on, dude?
You can? Okay.
This is horrible, dude.
I'm almost dead.
Dude, everything's
What
on
about the
fucking
economy?
fire.
More unique stuff exists like the deadbolts, which can chain slippery players down. Again, so much stuff, can't cover it all, but there's just some really fun shit here to play with.
There is a
But
lot of
my
new shit from
favorite
when I
aspect
played like
of the
forever ago.
finals
I gotta give it
combat
credit.
loop is that you only have one single weapon. That's right, none of that.
Fire counters gas, smoke counters fire.
Switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading.
Oh,
That's a
okay,
classic.
Grandpa Gas, how about you drink some fucking Ospoos and grow up?
Hey, respect
If you're
gas,
spraying
okay?
like a big dummy, not keeping track of your remaining ammo, and you run out of bullets, you gotta commit to that reload like a real man.
No way.
I had to reload.
No way.
It wasn't enough. He was an elbow.
It can also be a strategy, because when your opponent runs out of ammo, you know they are vulnerable.
You gotta reload. You gotta reload.
adding another level of game sense. Only having one primary weapon forces you as a player to commit to a playstyle.
I don't remember the one where you pick it up. Is that the one where you had to bring it and deposit it and then it captures right away? Or does it take a while to capture it
running a melee weapon, you need to commit to it and make it work.
Did someone call for a doctor?
I don't remember that one as well.
Yeah, kill that other guy.
That was a nasty shot.
Takes a while to capture it as well? Okay. Because in the beginning they were showing like the capturing the like walking up to it and like capturing it, you know, and I was like, oh yeah, those are different. I think
That is crazy.
it's been so long.
If someone is running away, you can't just whip out a secondary pistol and blast them. You better get that ass to moving and catch them with your own
That's giving me
hands.
freaking horrible flashbacks.
This motherfucker right here.
Teammate's kind of.
Yo, why isn't he turning and shooting?
Oh no, I'm committed. I'm committed.
Hello?
We're going down in holy matrimony, my guy.
Hello?
I know you can't see.
Hello?
There's a.
Run into a wall, come on. Fucking bitch. Oh my god, just like I so long.
And vice versa. If you die to someone using a sledgehammer, you know that's their only weapon and can now strategize how you approach and counter that specific player. It gives teamfights an element of predictability.
You would definitely love
which
the
is one
sledge
of
and winch
the
claw.
best things you can have in a
It's giving me
PvP game.
horrible
You slowly
Roadhog
learn how other
flashbacks.
teams operate as a match goes on.
Oh my god, it's the same light. I know you got air dashing.
Oh, that was clean actually.
Baby!
Making every round feel so unique because you're always going against different players who look different, using different loadouts and team compositions.
Can you swap? You can swap mid-game, right?
To the situation, keeping the
You
game
can swap from
fresh
heavy to light
and
mid-game?
exciting.
He's just in the corner.
Or no?
Left corner.
Here's a heal ball.
Steal it, dude.
You can't? Not in ranked. Oh. Can you do that in quick play? In casual modes you can? Okay.
This
I know you
also
can do that in
applies to
ranked.
the TTK,
Interesting.
or time to
It makes
kill.
sense.
Now, this ain't the kind
That's
of
smart.
game where it takes 3 AR bullets to drop every single person. Generally, fights
I love the
do
constant
last
COD
longer
flaming.
in this game, which I love. If someone happens to shoot you first, it's not an immediate death sentence and gives you a chance to turn it around.
Oh, down below, down below! Oh, he f***ing sucks! Bruh! Lucas! That was me! Lucas!
There are no overshields or overhealth in this game. Every class always has the same amount of HP, no matter what kit they got.
There's a secondary
so if you're
loadout?
a medium player using the AK, you will eventually
Wait, can
get
you
a
have
feel
two
for how
loadouts,
many
but for
shots
one
you need to
class?
hit
You can
on
swap
any given
between
class
loadouts
to
in the
finish
game?
them off. Once you get that down, you can then rely on that information for future fights. It makes gunplay feel consistent, satisfying, and rewarding. While the finals can
you
be
have a reserve?
absolute chaos with wacky levels at 100%,
Yo,
it
Pog Snake.
always somehow feels consistent.
That's nice at
The
least,
same
so you don't
can
feel
be
like you're
said
stuck
about the
on
movement.
something?
It is crazy responsive, which is funny because these are ex-Battlefield devs, a series with some of the worst rubber banding I've seen throughout my life, especially on movement. The mantling feels so good and is a part of this game's skill gap of
You know, the
outmaneuvering
mantling
opponents
this
and using
the mantling this reminds me a lot of oh my god, what's the zombie game? Not State of Decay, it's fucking Dying Light.
environment to your advantage. You know, beyond just being a slide-canceling schizoid brainlet. And when you combine all these varied weapons with different gadgets and ability combos, it creates a gameplay loop that I can
In a very
only
good way.
describe as a Team Fortress-esque experience. Hear me out. In TF2, you can take any of the 9 available classes.
Is this the guy that made the video sponsored by the finals? I don't think this video is
and
sponsored
hit
by the
them out
finals.
with
They had a different
weaponry and
sponsor
tools
back
that
here.
Completely change
I mean,
up
there's a
their
different one, I
playstyles.
don't know.
Whether those playstyles are actually viable or complete meme builds. The finals is very similar in this aspect. Want to play like a spy?
Off to visit your mother!
Going invisible to backstab people with a dagger? Sure.
Wait, is that a one shot even from the
Wanna be
front?
heavy weapons guy running around shredding people with a minigun that costs $400,000 to fire for 12 seconds? Go
This feels like a
ahead.
perfect marketing video. It was like shit talking the COD to COD players that resonates.
Wanna
TF2,
be
you
the
relate to their
utility guy?
characters. Apex, you
Alright,
just
this one was a little
like
bit harder.
barely
That
mention them and
wasn't
keep
even close.
moving.
Building turrets and healing your
Battlefield
team?
or
Do it.
Battlefield,
Look at this
you talk about
Roadhog
how like
build
their
I made
game
with
used to be
heavy.
really fucking good before 6. Their game used to be really good, but then kind of got destroyed recently. Before with 42, got 4-6 again.
It's very fun.
It's like it has a pretty good understanding of how each community works.
The Finals is a hero builder, not a hero shooter. And that quote right there really is the best way to explain why this game is so different from the rest. There are only hero shooters. You can try choosing a character that fits closest to your playstyle with their predetermined abilities.
Yeah.
And while some games, like MOBAs, do allow you to have specific builds, they don't ever change what these abilities are right here. The Finals, as far as I know, is one of the few games where you truly do build your own hero. Some hero shooters rely on easily identifiable silhouettes. So in the middle of a heated battle, you can, at a glance, understand what the situation is and how to deal with it. The three classes here are all drastically different sizes, so you can also roughly tell what you're about to deal with at a glance. And separating them by physical size is absolutely genius, because it allows for one crucial part to flourish.
I don't know what I was doing.
It also makes their hitbox bigger smaller too.
They're all low. They're all low.
Except for that guy.
Oh my goodness, Moist critical, dude, look at him! He got the white
The Finals has some of the best customization I've seen in the modern gaming era.
Why is it
actually fire?
It's like a piss bucket, except I wear it on my head. Maximize hydration. I'm like fucking Bear Grylls. Having a little
straight to the mouth.
It goes straight to the dome.
You can customize headwear, facewear, upper body, lower body, hands, feet. You have shoulder pads. You even have Coachella friendship bracelets to really feel like you have HPV. They even recently added nail polish? Like, what the bitch, slay. They even have first-person gestures. Remember when Modern Warfare 2019 had these? And then they just never brought them back? I love these.
On this. Nice.
Thirsty.
Getting rid of their minds.
Chug.
Look at these weapon skins. Look at this. It's a literal stick gun. You reload it by cracking it in half and pouring rocks. It's cinema. It's cinema. Can I just say, I think there's a very fine balance of making a fun skin that's clever versus one that's trying way too hard. You might as well just put Subway Surfers here, okay? It's the same shit. Now compare this slop to the banana gun. Simple, effective, relatable. You reload the gun by eating the banana. That's how you make a fun skin. Some of the skins also change your character's voice and footstep sounds depending on what they are. If your head is this robot guy, you literally sound like a battle droid.
Let's go beat.
Zip, go to cash out.
My question is it client-side only, or do I know I just got shot in the head by a fucking banana?
Zip. Let's go to cash out LB.
I love those little words.
Roger.
If you have a mecha body, your footsteps sound mechanical.
You can hear it? What do you mean you can hear it? Am I gonna hear me getting shot by a banana? Okay.
This all works because of the final setting and tone. It's a lot more believable to see something like this in the Finals than opposed to seeing fucking Rick and Morty in a series that's supposed to be in a realistic setting.
If anything, actually, it's kind of funny.
Fun, is that what it is?
No, I love fun. I hate visual inconsistency. You can make wacky and fun cosmetics that still fit the theme and art style of your game. Say it louder for the people in the back. This is just the equivalent of a 40-year-old man trying to do Fortnite dances because they unironically think it's cool. But that entire discussion could be its own video. Developers these days are so dead set that the only way that they can get players emotionally invested in their games is by giving them characters they can attach or relate to. And, you know, this path isn't always bad. When it works, you get a mega franchise like Overwatch with deep lore and fan-favorite characters.
Good one.
That you end up doing f*** all with.
Oh, okay, I should have let him finish.
When it doesn't work, well, we all know how that goes. However, this over-reliance on pre-made characters has gotten so bad in the FPS genre that these devs forgot that players also get emotionally invested in their own characters. People will always love customization, and it's something that used to be prevalent in FPS games, but nowadays seems to be mostly associated with RPG games, which makes no sense. Why did we stop doing this? Microtransactions. It's probably your answer, right? How can we sell skins if we don't have pre-made heroes? I'm about to
I'm just saying, the rival skins kind of hit fucking crazy.
Now, the finals does have pre-made costumes in the item shop that can be broken down into modular parts that you can mix with other costumes. Holy shit, dude. Do you know how rare that kind of system is? This completely levels up player expression while still being able to sell cool looking sets. Genius. You can never match the level of personal investment that player-made characters have, opposed to playing as Chad Zachary or Zach Chadwick.
The drip right now. Dude, we all look so... Who the f*** invited Mario?
Yes, there may be other heavies.
You can also buy the pieces individually of the pack, so instead of $20, you can buy the shoes for $4.
In the finals. But none of them are your heavy. When you make an insane play and plop your robo genitals on the enemy team's face, those people aren't saying, "Ah man, that Genji is really annoying." No, they're saying, "Wow, that magical mecha girl is really annoying. But damn, does she look so cool." Having really identifiable characters is something that also ties into the tournament mode, but again, we will get there, my enthusiastic residents. With such a fun sandbox to play with, abilities to utilize.
Oh yeah, I remember the tournament mode was cool.
Wielded,
that was like one of the things from the previous one I thought was really nice.
You're vaporizing,
even though I was like, I don't know about
this.
this.
As you've been seeing throughout this video, has one of the best mechanics that has ever graced the gaming landscape: destruction. It is the big 2025. We have the strongest consoles and computers of the modern era, with even better parts coming out year after year. So why in the blue are we not utilizing all of that power for anything else than to render uncanny realistic skin pores or titty jiggle physics? You know, maybe the Chinese are onto something.
Part of that answer, by the way, is old gen consoles. Lots of games like to keep old gen consoles because a lot of gamers don't want to spend money and buy a new console. Like the amount of gamers that are still on Xbox One and PS4 is actually astounding. And that's a lot of money to leave on the table. So that is a realistic answer. Especially a lot of those games that have like been around for forever that are still the titans at the top. Remember that Twitch section where like all the games that are still dominating are all the older games? Most of those are still on the older gen.
All of these rays traced, 4K textures, advanced AI.
I should have taken cover.
And yet people still reference Red Faction Guerrilla, a 2009 7th gen console game.
Go game!
One of the best examples of video game destruction physics.
Go game! Go watch!
15 years ago. The next
oh
thing
my god, you did not have to do that to me.
Battlefield, a franchise that's known for its destruction in multiplayer, but
I ain't gonna lie, this is by far the most interested a finals video has made me. Maybe it's because they speak to my soul on a few of these things, but
as time went on, they very clearly sacrificed those dynamics to push for higher visual fidelity, and that design change is very apparent. I don't care how pretty your game is if it's boring. This obsession with graphics is stupid, okay? All this next-gen power should be put into creative things that are only possible on modern hardware. Black Ops 7 is still going to be playable on base Xbox One. Brother, let the poor thing rest. Enter onto the ring, the finals. A game that not only still looks fantastic, but has the most dynamic and well-designed destruction mechanics I have literally seen ever.
Oh my god! Holy shit! What the fuck?
Not to go down that route, but just to expand on the games being on old consoles. Listen, man, I'm not trying to poor shame you. I'm really fucking not. But I believe the Xbox One came out in 2013, if I'm not correct. You've had 12 years to buy an upgraded console. If you can't scrape together $500 in 12 years, either A, something has gone seriously fucking wrong, or 2, you were never serious about getting an upgrade anyways. Or 3, like, and then that's fine. Like, maybe you just don't want to play video games that much anymore. And that's totally fine too. But like, the reason why we're stuck there is because games are no longer, many games are no longer about making a good game. It's about making a profitable game and making a game that will make you the most amount of money possible. And so it makes more sense to make a game that can be provided and bought by as many people on as many platforms as physically possible, because you can get the average Joe to spend $60 or $70 or $80 on Call of Duty, as opposed to making them pay $500 or $600 for a new console and then pay another $70 for Call of Duty.
The building is upside down.
Not counting voxel games, okay? It's much easier to do destruction when everything is cubes. I'm talking about games that look more realistic. Anyways, not only can pretty much anything you see be destroyed and blown up, but it's done with real physics. Holy shit, again. Do you know how rare that actually is? Let me put it into perspective for you. Most destruction in games, while cool, all suffer from one big problem. Despawn syndrome. Yeah, you know, you can blow stuff up, but then it's just gone. All you're really doing is removing pieces from a level, not changing its actual physical state in real time. That kind of stuff was very impressive 15 years ago. Even the new Battlefield 6, the newest of the new, suffers from this problem. Does this explosion look good? Definitely. Wow, that's some great smoke effects right there. But it's still just a fancy way of saying, hey, this geometry right here is just gone now. Atomized. This doesn't cut it anymore. Plus, this style of destruction is also boring. A big complaint people have against destruction in the first place is that it makes levels less interesting because if you destroy all these buildings, well then you're just fighting on a flat wasteland of nothing. And
well, also probably performance
that
too.
That is totally understandable because that's the only way developers know how to make destruction. Deletion. Despawn syndrome. In the finals, geometry isn't always just atomized into nothing. They become separate pieces of geometry with their own
That
physics.
one was definitely atomized though.
That completely changed the layouts of the map.
I know what their point is, but
split in half. I watched it.
I think
split.
sometimes.
Oh my god.
Probably a necessary evil.
Holy shit. World Slash, you got Sakuna in the lobby. Oh my god.
They can obstruct
the whole building
push you
fracturing
around,
though is cool.
Provide you with impromptu cover. They aren't just deleted.
That's for performance in the finals. Honestly, has very flat textures to get around the performance issues
From
with
the
destruction.
Game. If anything,
yeah,
destruction
I can
only
see
makes
that.
levels and matches more interesting because instead of creating barren wastelands of nothing, you're making real-time jungle gyms. And even if the destruction gets to be too much, well, matches don't last a full hour. So before the level gets too decimated, guess what? It resets and you get to do it all again in a completely different way thanks to your good old buddy physics. This guy's kind of cool sometimes, even if he screws you over once in a while.
He might think places. No, you're rolling.
All the rolls crushing your head, dude.
There is not a single scripted destruction event in this game. That means it is statistically near impossible for one match to be destroyed in the exact same way as another.
Oh my god, dude, this building falls apart like crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy because we're just never going to see this layout ever again.
The game just had a recent update as of making this video
that is actually
that
kind of
somehow
cool.
improved these physics, allowing you to not only topple entire multi-story buildings, but they can now crash into and damage other pieces of
I've
the
seen a couple of
environment
this
in realistic ways.
On 3.
Saw a couple of that already.
1,
before. It looked
2,
cool.
3. Oh yeah. Oh, it's not. That's
Wait
not.
for it. Wait. No. Wait for it. It'll go. It's all physics based, right? So like the weight distribution is off now, and it's all just gonna start crumbling
actual
down.
weight to it?
Yeah, it's all gonna start
dude,
crumbling.
That's so cool, actually. There goes. Only 2 RPGs, by the way. It's so fucking good, man.
The construction smoke.
And then you just hop up inside of it now.
Yep. You
that
can,
is kind of
use
cool.
it as a very awkward path to run across.
Yeah.
To the other building.
I can definitely see myself getting stuck sometimes.
This game, man. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, there's a whole piece.
But with time, you probably can figure it out pretty well.
Goes. Dude, like in no other game. No other game.
I don't think you understand how unbelievable this is. This is the kind of stuff to be faked in other games with scripted sequences and animation. Even BattleBit Remastered, a game with some pretty damn good destruction, still has to script any large structure falling. Show me all the destructible walls you want, okay? I'm just not impressed anymore. This right here is
BattleBit was like, wasn't it like one
revolution.
developer?
The fact this game looks this good with 12 different players running around on a massive map all doing dumb shit.
Pretty sure that was
and
one
it's
guy.
all perfectly synced up in real time is nothing short of coding sorcery.
It was a team of 3?
And 100 lambs sacrificed minimum in that board meeting.
1-3.
After
Still
the
small as
dust
shit.
settles and the last remaining team stands in victory amongst the fallen coins and rubble, what do you actually get for it all? It's time to talk about everyone's favorite part of free-to-play games, progression and monetization.
Yeah,
the Finals
okay.
is a free-to-play game, so of course it has microtransactions, but it's
Right.
actually one of the most consumer-friendly systems amongst even the AAA giants, which I guess isn't saying much. First off, the Finals has some skin bundles you can buy that not only give you a full cosmetic set, but it also gives you an equivalent amount of premium currency for what you paid for, allowing you to buy another full set of something else. Thumbs up.
Oh,
Only one-
I know some. I mean, Overwatch does that in some ways. I'm not saying it's a good thing though. Like Overwatch is just kind of lame. But basically, if you're gonna like buy the battle pass for the season, you can buy the battle pass bundle and you get the battle pass plus a skin or something like that. Like depends on what it is. And it's like battle pass is $10, the bundle is $10. That way you get a skin plus the battle pass thing for free. Or it gives you like the coins. It gives you the exact amount of coins to buy the battle pass. Sorry, it doesn't actually give you the battle pass. You could choose to use 1,000 coins or whatever it gives you. But like, regardless though, I mean it's a cool system. But I do know some other games that do that as well.
On a specific part. Well, of course, items can be bought individually per set.
This is cool though. This part right here,
Down
that
to
is
the
actually
gloves,
really cool.
Shoes, headgear, it's crazy. You can build outfits with different parts from different sets like you're shopping for clothes at Target. And like I said before, nearly all cosmetics in the Finals are modular and can be combined to create something that is truly unique to you, whatever abomination that turns out to be.
Oh god, look at this setup.
That is god awful.
What the?
Hold on, wait a minute.
Why are they so cheeked up?
No money, no problem. The game is just constantly throwing free shit at your face. There's like 10 different progression bars, all unlocking stuff for you to use. They also just made it so all previous battle passes can be purchased.
I feel like that might be a
and
little overwhelming, the
completed.
9
So now
million
even new
progression
players,
bars.
such as yourself, because you're downloading the game after this video, won't be missing out on anything. And for the final convincing knockout, you can even progress 2 battle passes at the same time. And of course,
That is cool, actually.
all gameplay items have to be unlocked through gameplay itself. There is no buying equipment with real money. What else do you want me to say, dude? You can see your own legs in this game. That's it, Your Honor. I rest my case. Finally, I want to address...
I wonder for like a new player, right? Or someone who hasn't played a very long time, is it gonna suck, like feeling you have to grind to a lot of the gear that other people have, that like might be more stronger meta? I wonder if there's a way where you could get really old stuff easier. You know what I mean? So like, let's say something that's been around for like 2 years, it's only 100 coins versus stuff that came out last season, and that's like 3,000 coins, right? Does that make sense?
Some people's biggest problem with this game, and something that's honestly had a lot of
Something that catches you up a little
misinformation spread
quicker
around it, and that is the voice actors.
That's
Now,
exactly how it is. Really?
Embark uses AI for the announcers in this game, but before you get your
Did they lower the price for old stuff? Interesting. Sorry, hang on. I want to back up a little bit here.
AI for the announcers in this
That's
game.
important.
But before you get your pitchforks, let me explain. Because yes, there is a difference. Let me say first, AI generation. I think people who generate art and simply claim it's theirs are
True.
man-tittied losers who probably have ChatGPT girlfriends. However, I am not dumb enough to ignore AI's potential as a tool. Tools that should be used in tandem with real humans. And that's what's happening here. Embark isn't simply
Unfortunate truth. Don't like it, but unfortunate truth.
stealing a bunch of data to generate random voices out of thin air. They instead use real, yes, real people.
I am Groot.
Who are paid to have their own voice trained to be put into a TTS format, or text-to-speech. Text-to-speech technology has existed for years. You ever hear of Microsoft Sam?
I am Master Chief.
That's TTS. But instead of Sam, it's whoever the voice is of the person at Embark. The announcers in this game do comment on the ongoing match live as you play the game, using the names of your teams to say contextual lines for what's going on. The problem, though, is that they are still saying preset lines. So yeah, it's kind of weird. If there are a set number of lines anyways, but just replacing team names depending on who did what, then why not just record those lines regularly, right? And you have a point. Yes, person who just said that sentence. However, my guess is that Embark might be planning for the possibility of having actual real-time dynamic dialogue that is voiced over. Like if you get a triple kill with one rocket, the announcers will literally comment on that feat, and maybe even try to say your name, who knows. People will always have different opinions about this. For me, as a D1 AI hater, knowing real humans are behind the voices still put it on the same level as Siri. Siri has existed since 2011, okay? It's voiced by a real person who is paid. It's just text-to-speech. Same as what the finals is doing here.
True.
It is not the same as this slop. If that doesn't change your mind, then I don't know. Nothing will. I'm sorry robot voices scare you. The finals is just...
No, that's a good point. I think there is a good argument though of like why not just record all the voice lines, but they make a point of like what could potentially be coming. But I mean, I don't know if that's actually true. I mean, it could be, but also I think the finals also came at a time, very touchy time with a lot of AI stuff. That said, though, as long as they're being paid, and as long as they have consented to it, and they're not going to kick them off once their contract's over and just keep the voice stuff, I guess there is technically nothing wrong with that. It's their right to sell their voice. It's their right to sell their own intellectual slash, I guess, like whatever I guess it is intellectual property of their being. That is their right. Granted, though, I think that I don't totally like the idea of AI as a tool, but I know it is. And like, if you work a normal 9 to 5, you probably had your bosses encourage you to use it, or you've had, if you work in like, there's some fields that are like medical fields that like it actually can help a lot, but we all know what we're speeding towards, right? And I don't think there's anything you or I could ever do about that, which makes, I think, the average person, myself included, want to resist it even harder, because it's like, you know, every time a small step is taken towards normalizing it, it's like, well, that's how you kind of creep closer and closer to like, so okay, if we start at 0 AI and we jumped all the way to basically like fucking cloud server, like watches all of us fucking, I forget what it's called, basically eye in the sky type shit, everyone's like, hell no, get the fuck out, right? But if you like very slowly move it, it's like, well, it can help you with a math problem. You know, it can kind of answer small questions. It can answer bigger questions. It can help you, you know, come up with recipes. It can help you with your business. It can help you with medical stuff. Big brother, yeah. It can help you drive a car. It can help, you know what I mean? Like you kind of slowly normalize it, right? I think that's like a lot of the big fear, and kind of just like, you don't want to let that through. And there's not like we have government that's ever going to fucking protect any of us. We're all cooked in that department. Laws are so fucking old that we haven't even caught up to the internet 20 years ago. So I think that's a really good point, but I think that it's not a strong enough point to like make people go, oh shit, that's actually totally fine. Like to me, like hearing it's like, well, actually, you know what? That's actually not as bad as I thought. Like I could live with that. That's their right to do it. But I think that's also the scary part for a lot of people, is like, once you start going, oh yeah, that's fine. It's just a little thing. Oh, it's just a little thing. It's just a little thing. And it's like, where does it stop? You know, regardless.
Absolutely incredible, man. And the developers have been so dedicated to continuously pumping out content and life into this game, with constant events, cosmetics, new weapons, maps, and fun experimental game modes. It's hard to believe that this game, which started out as a side project while Embark has been cooking Arc Raiders, has come this far in such a short amount of time. Is it perfect?
Wait, they're making Arc Raiders too? Wait, I didn't get to play it, but I heard from Siegel that game is fucking fire.
Of course not. Is it for everyone? Of course not. Should you give it a try? Absolutely. I truly believe this game is special, and that people would be doing themselves a disservice by not at least dipping their toes in, especially if you love PvP games. Some people online say the game is too sweaty, and I think that is a hilarious argument, because like, have you played any multiplayer PvP game in the past, I don't know, 10 years? Skill-based matchmaking, or SBMM, is in every game. Every multiplayer game is sweaty. It's a fucking competitive player versus player game. What do you expect? If you don't like PvP games, then thanks for watching an hour-long video on one. I appreciate you. But this game also probably won't be for you. I will say, I wish Embark had a more fleshed out tutorial to teach new players the game, but hey, they just recently added a survival type thing with bots, which is a first for the series. I don't know if they'll ever add bots to the regular game because, well, it would be near impossible for how dynamic the destruction is alone. I don't know how the pathing would work or something like that. Anyways, yeah, it's a lot to learn. There are so many toys to play with, game sense to master, but I promise you that if you stick with this game, you will finally have that moment where it all just clicks, and you will hate yourself for not playing this game sooner. I hope I convinced at least one person today to give this game a try. The finals deserve so much more recognition and attention.
Big
Hopefully I help to give it the spotlight it deserves. Help explain it to anyone who may have been
probably get someone to play it,
maybe
so
put to rest some concerns people had about the AI stuff. For making it to the end of this very, very long video, you are awarded with a Bubba picture. I have yapped for way too long. Thank you once again for all the crazy support you guys.
Dude, it was very long, but I understand why it was that long. It was very well made.
People will hear this last part, but I read so many of your guys' comments on the Arc Raiders video, and it literally fuels my life force.
Dude, I did not know they made Arc Raiders. I did not know they make Arc Raiders. That actually... Wait, holy shit. Look, yo, what the heck? Yo, my friend told me you were watching my video live. Sorry, I missed it. I hope you enjoyed the video. No, you're good. You're good. So I'll give you context. Someone in my chat came in like a week ago and was like, hey, I heard, like, I remember you watching Final stuff like 5 months ago, and you weren't very big on the game, and you explained your reasoning why, but there's a really good video I think you should watch, like, if you're open to it. I was like, you know what? Sure, man, I'll give it a watch. We'll see. And then I told him I would watch at the end of stream, and then I had to end stream, like, and I had to do something right away, and I got busy. So here we are, a fucking week later, and I said, fuck it, I promise I'll watch it. I promised that chatter I'd watch it, so here it is. Yo, I mean, there's another, hang on, let me finish the last minute.
Very kind, and it makes all of the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into these videos worth it. Anyways, that's all from me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, that was the end. Yeah, that was actually really fucking good. I won't lie, the other ones didn't make me interested at all. This is the first one that's made me somewhat interested. Things that were very interesting to me are the individual mechanics, how much they've changed, like for each character, like how many new playstyles are available for each class. It looked like there's a lot of things that they've added. It was really, yeah, it was really well edited as well. You're right. The monetization actually looked very cool. Like you can buy individual items. That was cool. But also just like the feel looked much cleaner, and like the new destruction. I know they said, like you said, they said they updated the destruction recently. The big tower breaking down over time. That kind of shit's really fucking cool. I don't know how it's gonna feel like gameplay wise, and I'm sure it's gonna kind of suck in terms of like jumping into it. You're just gonna get cooked for like the first like week, and I think that's probably a big barrier. But I wouldn't know it till I get into it myself. Because also like people were saying that there was a lot of they said there's a huge console community, and everything I've known about high movement FPS gaming tells me console communities are much smaller than their PC counterpart for super movement based games. So there's got to be some other sauce there that I'm not seeing. So I think the only way you can see is by actually trying it. But like, not today. I already got something else planned. But I will say that's the first one that's actually moved me a little bit. And I'm not saying that just because you're here. You can even watch the VOD. I would say it throughout. It was actually a really good video. So